Hey lovelies, so today I'm actually going to be talking about a little something different. I know my channel usually is about fashion, but today I'm going to be talking about skincare, specifically about acne and how I've been kind of clearing up my acne. So just a little background story. I'm 21 now and I've been suffering acne since I was about 12. So basically since I started puberty, I would say I had pretty moderate acne. A lot of it was usually around my chin and like the sides of my face. And when I was little, my mom used to always pick on my face, so I actually have a lot of scarring due to that, and she thought she was actually helping, but she was actually making it worse, and I didn't really know at the time because I just let her do whatever she wanted to do. My skin type is, it used to be combination oily, actually maybe more oily, but now in recent years as I've changed my products, it's become more combination, more on the dry side. So I guess it's a good and bad thing. I mean, it's not oily, so, but it's still dry, and a lot of people think that, oh, acne-prone skin can't have dry skin, and I kind of blame it on probably my dehydration. I probably don't drink enough water, but I think that my skin type now is definitely better than it was before, because before it was just like super oily. It was like, girl, I don't even need a highlight. Like, my whole face is a highlight. I have tried basically everything with clearing acne. I've of course tried almost every product out there on the drugstore market. I've tried Proactive. I've tried going to the dermatologist and getting topical treatments, then getting oral treatments, and trying Accutane, which did work for a short period of time, but then it kind of came back. And honestly, for me, because it came back, like, the side effects weren't really worth it. I just had severely dry skin and they were just peeling all over my body, and it was just like not a cute time. And then I kind of switched to more of a natural solution. I've tried eating liver cod, or cod liver, cod liver, and consuming like apple cider vinegar every day, which both were kind of gross, and I ended up throwing up once. And I just knew that there had to be some other natural solution to my acne that really didn't have to be so difficult. So this is how my face is now. On this side there's still some pretty red marks, but it's not as bad as this side. This side is always broken out more. I have more scarring on this side. I just had a facial, so a lot of it is just redness. I don't really have that much active breakouts right now, so that's good. Last May I just decided to go more of just a whole natural skincare regimen. That has worked wonders for me. There are just two products today I want to talk specifically about, which I think helped cleared my acne the most. The first is organic cold pressed hemp oil. I use hemp oil mainly as a moisturizer. What hemp oil has done for me is it basically did clear up my acne. Like, I really didn't get, even on the first day that I used it, I didn't get like any new breakouts. My breakouts diminished. So that was like the first step that really cleared up my acne. And hemp oil does have a green tint to it and has like a nutty scent to it, but please just don't be afraid of it. If it's going to help your skin, scent and color is kind of like the last thing you want to worry about. Just anything that'll work. And it's super inexpensive. I think I got my bottle for less than $20, maybe 10, 15, somewhere around that age, but that's kind of a normal price range for a moisturizer, so I highly recommend you get it. And if you don't like it on your skin, you can still use that rest of the hemp oil on your food, because it's also very nutritious. My former esthetician gave me, this oil moisturizer, which was composed of like a bunch of different oils, which kind of helped, didn't really, but then, and then I kind of made my own blend of oils, which really didn't work either. I did a little bit more research on maybe specific types of oils that would help my skin the most, and I found this one article by Minimalist Beauty, which I will definitely link down below, basically with acne-prone skin, your skin does not produce enough linoleic acid, and certain types of oils have really high percentage of linoleic acid. And there's really two types of acid oils that the article talks about, which is linoleic and oleic. And you don't want to put anything with oleic acid on your skin, because that's the type of acid that's going to break you out, and that's the type of oil that's going to break you out. So you really want to find an oil with a high linoleic acid percentage. And hemp oil, I haven't looked at the article for a while, so I think it has about like 60, maybe 70% linoleic acid percentage in hemp oil. And the thing about hemp oil, which is great, which a lot of oils don't have, is that it actually has a 0 comedogenic rating, which means that it will not clog your pores, which some oils, even though they might be high in linoleic acid, they might be slightly pore clogging. A lot of people who may have acne-prone skin or oily skin may think that putting more oil on your skin is not a good idea, but you know, that's a myth because of so many years of marketing of oil-free moisturizer, and now we're shifting more towards, you know, natural oil, a blend of mixed oil moisturizers. And again, going back to the whole linoleic acid thing, is that yes, certain oils may break out your skin if you're choosing the wrong ones, like coconut oil or avocado oil, because those are high in oleic acid and low in linoleic acid. But if you're choosing the right oils for acne-prone skin and oily skin, then you will definitely see results in clearing your skin. So the next product that really changed my skin was Manuka honey. I use Manuka honey as a cleanser. It's antibacterial, it's moisturizing. Some people say that raw honey and Manuka honey, it doesn't really make a difference, but honestly to me it made a difference. At first I was using raw honey, which was fine, but then I tried Manuka honey and my skin was like a lot more clear, it was a lot more smoother. So basically the hemp oil really cleared my pimples, like the actual pimples, but it was still pretty rough. So the Manuka honey really just went in and just smoothed my skin and eliminated those little bumps under my skin. I prefer the, I believe it's called Eco Bee Farm or Eco Farm, because it doesn't spill. It has a texture of coconut oil when it's hard, so even if you flip it over it won't spill all over. And the other brand that I have, which I randomly picked up when my local grocery store didn't carry that brand anymore, it's a lot more liquidy and it's a lot more watery, so if you tip it over it will spill. I do prefer the other brand because it's clean, it's more spreadable, it's a lot more thicker and creamier, so I just prefer that on my skin than the other one. But honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter in terms of how much it'll help your or improve your skin. I find raw honey a lot harder to spread, and it is more stickier, I think, than Manuka honey. And it's just a little bit pricier than raw honey. Raw honey is maybe about $8 for a jar, and Manuka honey, I think the smaller jar that I have, which is the Eco Farm, I bought it for $20, and the bigger jar from Dr. Manuka I got for $30. But you know, if you're going to Sephora and buying more of like a high-end, pricier cleanser, that's about how much you're gonna pay for a cleanser. So I prefer the $20 bottle more, and I think that's just a great value for a cleanser, because it's truly helping my skin. And you know, it goes a long way too. It lasts about at least 6 months or more. So I think it's a great investment. I highly recommend hemp oil and Manuka honey. They are really inexpensive, and at the end of the day, just imagine how much money you have already invested on trying to clear your skin. So yes, maybe Manuka honey may be really expensive for honey if you're gonna consume it, but you know, just think of it as a regular facial cleanser, because I use Manuka honey to cleanse my face instead of regular cleansers, which oftentimes really strips your skin, and Manuka honey is just natural and moisturizing. You can even use Manuka honey as a mask. If you leave it on for 20 minutes, it'll definitely make your skin a lot more clear and smoother if you leave it on a little longer, but yeah, I usually just use Manuka honey as a gentle daily cleanser, and it's helped my skin improve its texture a lot. So those are the two products that really changed my life and changed my skin personally. They're natural and inexpensive, and it's just one ingredient. A lot of times, a lot of commercial products that market themselves as like a honey product or hemp oil, like a hemp product, and then it lists all the benefits of honey and hemp oil. But then you look at the back of the ingredient list, and like honey or hemp oil is kind of like on the bottom, which means that, you know, that means that they barely have any honey or hemp, yet they're marketing themselves as a honey or hemp product, and they get away with it, you know? And a lot of times with commercial products, it's like kind of like a trial and error thing, because there's so many ingredients, you don't really know exactly which ingredients you're sensitive to or doesn't really work for you. But, you know, if you're just using pure hemp oil and pure Manuka honey, then that kind of just takes the guessing out of the whole guessing game. On top of the two products, these 3 tips that I'm about to give you kind of complemented the whole clearing my acne process. And you know, there are a bunch of different factors of, you know, why people get acne, but personally these 3 tips has been the most important for me, so I'm gonna give them to you. So the first one is that when I decided to switch from using commercial products to just all natural products in my skincare routine, I also decided to not wear makeup anymore, because if you're switching to an all natural skincare routine, like, why are you gonna put, you know, the same commercial mainstream chemical ridden products on your skin as makeup? You know, that just kind of takes away of why you switched to a natural skincare in the first place. So, you know, at first I really couldn't find like an all-natural makeup that I liked, or that had all the ingredients that worked for my skin, because again, not all natural ingredients are good for every particular skin type. So what I did was that I just completely just foregoed all makeup. And it was really hard for me, because I'm the type of person who kind of wears makeup to school every day and almost on a daily basis. I eventually got used to it, and that kind of changed my life in the way that it really changed my perspective on how I looked at myself, and amazingly enough, I got more comfortable with not wearing makeup, because before I was really uncomfortable with not wearing makeup because of my problematic skin. But you know, eventually as my skin cleared up, because I didn't wear makeup and because I started using all natural products, it got better, and I grew more confident in my skin, and I was okay with not wearing any drop of makeup outside, and it really boosted up my self-confidence. You know, my skin is not completely clear. I still have, you know, large pores and all this other stuff that's not exactly acne related, but it really boosted up my self-confidence, because, you know, acne over the years have really destroyed that. Now the second tip is that I highly recommend you to get a shower filter, and I discovered this because when I was living in downtown in the city, the shower, you could just smell that there's like a large dose of chlorine in it. It really dried out my skin, it really dried out my hair, I got dandruff because of the chlorine. And one week I took a trip to Hawaii, and like my hotel had like the purest water ever, and when I got out, my skin was so soft and my hair was so soft, it's like never before. And I was like, wow, like, is this what, you know, clear water and filtered water can really do to your whole body? I mean, yeah, it's common sense, I always knew that, but I never knew how much of an impact like clean water can actually do for your skin. So I got a shower filter, and immediately, like, the chlorine smell was gone, and my skin and my hair was a lot smoother, and it just loved me a lot more. So I really highly recommend you on getting a shower filter, especially if you live in the city and you have really hard water, because tap water, especially if you live in the city, can have a lot of different chemicals in it. So going back to the whole natural thing, if you really want to go all natural, I highly recommend you getting a shower filter when you shower. Now the third tip is to get routine facials every month. I know it can get really expensive, but there are some estheticians and some skincare salons that do offer affordable facials, and there are different types and different price tiers. So just hop around, you know, look on Yelp, ask around, and just try different estheticians. I've gone to a lot of different ones, and I can assure you that they're all really different in their techniques, how they treat their customers, how much they charge, what kind of products they use. The current one that I'm going to, she spends 3.5 hours on my skin every time. She takes really good care of my skin, but she doesn't use all natural products like my old esthetician did, so I might just go and try and find a different one. So I don't really know, but doing a monthly facial will really deep cleanse your skin that you usually don't really get if you're doing it at home. You don't even have to get it every month. It really depends on your skin. You can get it every 2 months. Sometimes people need it every 2 weeks. But definitely, like, whenever you can, try and get a facial. It won't be the solution to your skin. If you only get facials and that's the only thing you're doing, it won't clear your skin because it's a monthly thing, you know, it's not consistent. So a lot of it has to do with your routine skincare, but definitely, like, every once in a while a facial will really get deep in there and cleanse it and detox your skin even more. But again, it's not the one-way stop to clearing your skin. Well, I know that's a lot of information for you to take, but I really hope this video helped you, and I hope that you will try these products, or if you've tried it, let me know what you think, or if there's any other natural skincare products that have worked for your skin, please let me know because I would like to try it. I also might do a full skincare routine in another video because my whole skincare routine, every product has a specific purpose to it, and they're all natural again. So, you know, some products help with my redness, my dark circles. You know, I was really hesitant on releasing this video because I've always been kind of self-conscious, of course, of my acne, and it's just kind of one of those things where everyone knows you kind of have acne, but you just can't really talk about it. It's like, oh, you can't talk about if someone has acne because that's gonna offend them, you know? And it does get awkward if someone ever mentions your skin, but honestly, like, this past year, I've been getting really good comments about my skin, like how much my skin has cleared up and stuff, and, you know, people have made fun of me of using, like, all these natural oils and stuff, but honestly, like, I don't care what they say because if it's helping me, then that's all that matters, right? And it's really helped my self-confidence, so I'm gonna keep using it, so whatever. But yeah, thanks for listening, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.